What if I told you getting healthy isn't about finding more time, more motivation, or more willpower? Here's what I've learned as a dietitian working with hundreds of busy people. We're all stressed, we're all busy, and we're all trying to make it work. And you're gonna choose a hard either way. Your hard can be waking up early to work out, or it can be feeling exhausted and frustrated with yourself every single day. The difference, one hard gets you where you wanna go. Today, I'm going to share the 4 things that actually create lasting change, and they're simpler than you think. Let me start with the reality of what you're actually dealing with every day. Let's just call it out. You're not struggling with nutrition because you don't know that vegetables are good for you. We all know that. You're struggling because you're trying to wing it in a life that demands a plan. We are all busy. We are all stressed, running from event to event, meeting to meeting, dealing with kids, commitments, life. You're making food decisions when your brain is already fried from work, from the kids, from those meetings, from that never-ending laundry pile. And that's when it happens. A handful of crackers for dinner. The drive-through becomes your meal plan again. And I get it. We live in a world of absolute abundance and convenience. Fast food, Uber Eats, supplements promising miracle transformations, influencers selling quick fixes. It is honestly overwhelming. And when we're overwhelmed, we default to what's easy and what's familiar. But here's what I've learned working with real people. Busy moms, shift workers, teachers, retirees, military spouses. Nobody's got it easy, and no one's life is going to magically calm down. So before I go into the 4 game-changing strategies, we need to address the elephant in the room first. Okay, let's do an exercise together. I want you to really think about this for a second. Let's talk about the excuses we tell ourselves. I don't have time, I need to do the laundry first, I have to clean the bathrooms instead of exercising, I'll meal prep after I organize my closet. Do those sound familiar? It's that internal dialogue we have with ourselves. And what we're really doing is we're giving ourselves permission to prioritize something else over our health, a work deadline over exercise, getting to those last emails instead of sitting down and having a proper meal without the screens. So take a pause right now. Think about your last excuse. What was it? Comment below and tell me what's the excuse you told yourself this week. I read every single one, and I'll bet I can help you flip your excuse into an action or at least get you to think about it differently. Now, I do these too. So here's the reality check. Those excuses aren't about laziness. They're about priorities. The laundry will always be there. Trust me, with 3 boys, it is never ending. The bathrooms will get dirty again, but if your health never makes the priority list, then we really can't be surprised when the results don't come. And here's the kicker. Stress from being overwhelmed actually messes with everything. It messes with our hormones, our appetite, our sleep, our energy, even our motivation. So when you skip taking care of yourself because you're too busy or prioritize work, you're actually making health even harder. Now, once you start reframing those excuses in your brain, here's what actually creates the results that you want. You know those transformation videos on social media, the dramatic before and after with very short in between? Yeah, they're really fun to watch, but here's what they don't show you. The mundane in between, the boring stuff, the 847th consistent workout, choosing to go to bed early on a Friday night, the everyday dinners, some grilled chicken and nice veggies. While those reels are entertaining and can be slightly motivating, the real impact is in the daily consistency. I mean, just ask any of those people in those videos. It's not some magic before and after moment. And you know what 90% of eating well actually is? It's not willpower, it's not motivation, it's planning and prepping. Now I know meal prep sounds about as fun as folding some fitted sheets, but hear me out. Prep doesn't have to mean spending your entire Sunday in the kitchen. Prep can look different ways for different people. It can mean buying the pre-sliced broccoli, yes, that absolutely counts, so that you can just throw it into a dinner during the week. It can mean making overnight oats while your kids are doing their homework so you have a healthy and easy grab-and-go breakfast for the morning. It can mean cooking proteins in bulk so that dinner is 15 minutes max. If it saves you time, stress, and that decision fatigue during the week, that's meal prep and it matters. And speaking of making it easier, I send out weekly emails with simple recipes and meal prep ideas that actually work for real life. The link's down in the description if you want practical ideas that you'll actually use. Now, this consistency that I'm talking about, it all comes down to how you see yourself. Let's have some real talk about identity for a second. Here's something that most people don't realize. Every single choice you make is a vote for who you are or who you want to be. Choosing to cook dinner at home, that's a vote for healthy consistency. Going to the gym when you're tired, that's a vote for discipline. Hitting snooze instead of getting up early to work out, that's a vote for staying exactly where you are. We ultimately become the identity we believe we are. If you take on the identity of being a healthy person, that will ultimately help you become that person. The hardest part is believing it first. The actions then seem to follow. So you become the person you act like, not the other way around. Your brain doesn't like change. It actually fights it. It whispers, "You don't have time. You'll start tomorrow. We just need to finish these few more emails instead of going for a walk." That voice, that's your old identity trying to survive. But here's the beautiful part. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. You don't have to go from takeout 5 nights a week to cooking everything from scratch. You just need to start casting different votes, one choice at a time. And this identity shift that I just talked about, it all comes down to one fundamental choice you make every single day. This brings us back to choosing your hard. And this is a saying that my husband coined because life is going to be hard either way. Your hard could be that getting up 45 minutes earlier to work out before you have to shower and get ready for work and do all the things. It can mean spending 20 minutes on a Sunday prepping some healthy snacks and veggies to set yourself up for success for the week. It could mean saying no to happy hour on Friday night to help you stick to your goals, packing lunch instead of buying it, or your hard could be feeling exhausted and sluggish every single afternoon, being frustrated with how your clothes fit, having zero energy to play with your kids, dealing with stress eating and guilt cycles. The difference between where you are now and where you want to be isn't motivation. It's action, consistent, boring, unglamorous action. So how do you actually make this consistent action happen in real life? Let me show you. Every single day, I work with real people living real lives. And you know what we focus on? The basics. 1 or 2 easy breakfasts they can actually make. A grocery list that fits their budget and their favorite flavors. A dinner rotation that's predictable and also stress-free. Snacks that have protein and fiber paired to keep them full and fueled. Not because we're trying to be perfect, but because this is what's sustainable and doable. And when you start doing these things consistently, your energy shifts, your cravings change. That crazy sweet tooth, it changes. Fruit tastes sweeter when we're eating more of it. And you'll feel better. That motivation that you've been waiting for, it shows up because you took the action first. Now, those 4 things I promised you at the beginning, here they are. Habits, systems, environment, and tracking. Habits are the small, specific actions that you repeat, like drinking a glass of water when you wake up or eating an apple with your afternoon snack. Start with 1 habit, not 5, 1. Systems are what make the habits easier. You want to drink more water? Keep a full water bottle on your nightstand. Want to eat more veggies? Wash and chop them when you get home from the store. The system removes the friction. And environment is everything around you. This is huge. Who you hang out with matters. If your friends are staying out late, drinking and grabbing fast food every weekend, guess what you'll probably do? But if your partner lifts weights or meal preps, that behavior becomes the norm. And your kitchen setup, what's in your fridge, even your social circle, your environment should make the healthy choice the easy choice. And here's something important. Don't be afraid to be the leader in your own circle. Maybe you could be the positive influence for someone else when you stick to your goals in front of them. I always tell people, be the one to bring the veggie tray or the fruit tray to the party. Bring the healthy side dish to the potluck. You might be surprised how many people are relieved that someone made it okay to choose the healthier option. And here's a simple tracking trick that works. Print out a blank calendar, grab a marker, and then every day you hit your goal, put a big ol' X on it. We become more attached to keeping our streak than you'd believe. It sounds boring, but it really works. So for every workout, every meal prep, every vote that goes in the category of becoming who you want to be, put a check right on that calendar. Those are your 4 things: habits, systems, environment, and tracking. Simple, but not easy. Now here's your homework this week. Pick 1 habit and actually do it. Plan one system and make it easier. Check your environment and your routines. Are they supporting your goals? Get that piece of paper ready to start marking X's. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Your future self is counting on the choices you make today. And if you want more hands-on support with any of this, whether it's personalized nutrition counseling, learning meal prep that actually fits your life, or cooking classes to build your confidence in the kitchen, I've got some new programs designed to help you thrive. All the info is down in the description below. You don't need to try harder. You need to try differently. No more starting over every Monday. No more, I just need to be better. You need a plan, a prep rhythm, and to believe that you are worth the effort it takes. If this hit you the right way, made you think, or made you a little uncomfortable, hit that subscribe button. I've got more real talk, science-backed strategies, and zero BS advice coming your way. And speaking of prep rhythms, click the video on your screen right now for my Meal Prep Made Easy guide. I'm going to show you exactly how to prep without spending your entire weekend in the kitchen. And remember, you're going to choose that hard either way. So choose the hard that gets you where you want to be. Now go and prep something. Anything. Your future self will thank you. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, eat well, be well, thrive.